You should buy a house right now due to this. A sudden, slight change in the market means this could be your last best chance to buy a house. Why? Well, the Federal Reserve recently announced that there will likely be a rate cut this year, with more rate cuts in 2025. Since this announcement, mortgage interest rates have started to drop. But that's just one reason why it's the perfect time to buy a house. In today's video, I'll explain why waiting to buy a house could be a huge mistake. And at the end of this video, I'll share a strategy that I'm using right here in Utah to help my clients get super low mortgage interest rates today. Good news, this tactic should work in most parts of the country. And this one tip could save you tens of thousands of dollars on your next home. For many of you, this moment right now will be the greatest opportunity to get the best deal on a home. But this all comes with a warning. First, you should only buy a house if you have stable employment, little to no debt, and cash reserves after you close on your home. While this information applies to most areas of the country, there are some locations in the US where it's not a good time to buy. Make sure you understand the housing market where you're looking to buy a house. And finally, always get pre-qualified with a lender before you start the process so you know how much home you can afford and what your monthly mortgage payment will be. Okay, so what has changed and why is it the perfect time to buy a house? As I mentioned, mortgage rates are falling. This will persuade home buyers to enter the market. Business Insider shared this. Most major forecasts expect rates to fall in 2024. 3 of the top predictors put rates at 6.6% to 6.7% by the end of this year. Mortgage rates are expected to continue the downward trend through 2025. But unfortunately for those who want to buy a house, millions of Americans are waiting for rates to drop. The further rates fall, the harder it will be for you to find a great home, and it will cause prices to surge in most metros. But the good news for those who act fast, right now, there are plenty of great homes to choose from. In most areas of the country, the number of available homes for sale has increased. Fast Company reported that the number of national active listings are up 36.7% from June of 2023 to June of 2024. But we are still well below pre-pandemic levels, down 31.1% below June 2019. The increased inventory is great for home buyers, but is it enough? This chart shows housing inventory since 2017. You can see that even with the recent surge in inventory, we are still way below pre-pandemic levels. This is bad news for home buyers because the data clearly shows that we are still suffering from a major housing shortage. Low supply equals high demand, and increased demand equals higher prices. Most markets will see house prices increase over the next few years. Are you curious about your state? If so, you'll love this next chart, which shows the change in active housing inventory from June of 2023 to June of 2024. The light-colored states are more likely to see price increases due to the lack of available homes. The darker states have seen an increase in inventory. It's important to understand that neighboring housing markets can vary significantly. One metro could see rapid growth, while other cities in the same state might be stagnant. So how did we get this far behind on housing inventory? This one is easy. When the housing market crashed in 2008, home builders got hammered. So you can understand the more cautious approach when the market started to recover. From 2010 to 2019, home builders constructed only a fraction of what was needed to keep up with demand. The US still has not recovered from the severe lack of housing built during that time. So what should you do? You can wait for rates to drop. But if you hesitate for too long, you could find yourself in a more competitive market fighting over the best homes. And this will push prices higher. Or you can buy a house now. With less competition, you should get a lower price and likely some concessions like seller-paid closing costs or a rate buy-down. But you could end up with a higher mortgage rate. So, which option is best? In this market, where rates are expected to decrease, it would be wise to buy now as long as you can comfortably afford that monthly mortgage payment. Then, when rates drop, refinance to a lower house payment. With a lower purchase price, you should be able to pay off your house faster. When you pay rent, you're paying off someone else's property. Obviously, for some people, and at certain times, it is better to rent. But for most people, homeownership is the best choice. Now, just real quick, if friend is helpful, please give me a thumbs up. For the best real estate tips and trends, please subscribe and ring that bell. This allows me to keep making videos to help awesome people just like you. Thanks. Okay, so buying a house is usually better than paying rent because number one, home values have always increased over time. Number two, your mortgage payment will pretty much stay the same. Rent can increase every year. Number three, after 30 years, often sooner, your house will be paid off. And you can live the rest of your life without that nagging monthly expense. Number four, tax write-offs will save you thousands of dollars every year. This often makes the monthly cost to own cheaper than rent. And number five, the combination of paying down your house plus appreciation adds up fast. Buying a home is the best investment most people ever make. By waiting, not only will you pay more for the house, but you also delay that 30-year countdown to financial freedom. Now, it's totally understandable that you want to wait for the perfect time to get the best deal. But history has shown that most people who wait end up paying more for the house and often in a less desirable market. This is why they say it's always a good time to buy real estate. The financial benefits for homeowners are undeniable, but nothing compares to having a place to call home. A house provides peace and refuge from the world. For your children, it will be the center of their universe. Pretty much everything that they love and hold dear will be under your roof. There are no words to describe the beauty and importance a home will have in an individual's life, especially for a child. Buying a home will be one of the most important and influential things that you do for yourself and for your loved ones. To learn more, watch 20 unbelievable benefits of owning a home. Okay, so you're likely feeling better about buying a house, but you're probably also still concerned about those crazy high mortgage interest rates and that larger monthly house payment. But what if you could get a lower price by purchasing a house today and get a super low mortgage interest rate? It's easier than you think. No joke, one of my clients just purchased a home, pictured here, and received a $35,000 price reduction as well as $30,000 from the seller for a rate buy down and or closing costs. This gives my client the ability to buy the mortgage rate way down. So as promised, here's the strategy that I use all the time to get my clients unbelievable deals on a house in today's market. What am I referring to? Home builders. As a new home construction expert, I work with a lot of people who want to build a house, and my clients have received some mind-blowing deals that greatly exceed what sellers of existing homes are willing to offer. I highly recommend new home construction at this time for several reasons. Number one, many builders have reduced their prices, and in many locations, the cost of a new house is the same as existing. Number two, many builders are offering incredible incentives. They may offer to pay your closing costs and for a rate buy down, and others are willing to give you free upgrades or credit at the design center. Number three, builders are more willing to negotiate. They may offer an additional discount or incentive or more flexibility to get the deal done. Now, when you choose new home construction, you have two options. Each choice has advantages and disadvantages. You can either buy a quick move-in home or build from scratch. I usually recommend buying a quick move-in home. Why? Because as homes near completion or when completed, builders become nervous. They want those properties off their books, and they usually offer a much better deal. Buying a spec or a quick move-in home usually equates to the best possible deal that you can find anywhere on the market, including older existing houses. But building from scratch has its benefits. In general, building is better than buying existing because you can choose a floor plan that fits your needs and often customize it. You can also choose your home site and the options. There are loads of incredible benefits, but there's one massive advantage to starting the home build process right now. Because mortgage rates are expected to drop, and because the builder will take 8 to 12 months to construct your home, your payment on a brand new home several months from now could be hundreds of dollars less than if you purchased a house today. This should equal a lower mortgage payment, and it will save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. But here's a serious warning. Many of these incredible benefits will disappear as more buyers enter the market, and it could happen fast. If you're looking to build a house here in Utah, don't hesitate to reach out to me with your questions. I have a short list of the builders that I trust and a naughty list of the ones that I don't. When you're done watching this video, you'll want to watch 10 questions you should ask home builders. Or if you're currently paying rent, you definitely want to watch Why Paying Rent Will Destroy You. Look for the links to my recommended videos below. If you're looking to buy, sell, build a home, or invest in Utah real estate, I get contacted all the time. Please feel free to call or text me with your questions. I'd love to meet you, and I'm honored to serve you. For everyone else, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have a friend or a family member looking to buy a home, you can easily text this video to them. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty, the Real Estate Guy. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.